Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are doing absolutely good. So, I'm your physics teacher Krina, welcomes all of you at AriserTalent, an online learning platform where you can get a wide variety of the courses, whatever you need it. From CBSE, NTSE, JEE and up to NEET level, you will get the entire content from our team. And for this, you have to subscribe our channel. So, just subscribe our channel and go through each video very clearly. So, you will get a very good knowledge about each subject you want. So, just subscribe our channel. So, in this website or in this channel, you will also get the NCERT and the NTSE solutions of the previous papers or the previous chapters that has been asked in your exam. So, you have to subscribe the channel first to get all the videos and get the latest updates you are required for. So, now let's begin with the chapter here. We are discussing about the magnetic effect of the electric current. So, we have seen that whenever you place any charge in any space. If I am placing any charge in any space, it is going to create the electric field around it. It is going to create electric field and these lines are known as the electric field lines. So, this will be the electric field. Similarly, if I am going to place any magnet in a space, so if I am placing any magnet, it will consist of North Pole and South Pole. So, if I am placing any magnet, you can see that it will going to create the magnetic field around it. So, it will going to create the magnetic field. So, this will be our magnetic field lines. So, in today's lecture, we are going to deal with the magnetic field and how the earth is behaving as a magnet, we will see here. So, let's start with the topic that is about the magnetic lines, magnetic field lines. So, the next thing is about magnetic field lines. So, the magnetic field lines are actually the imaginary lines such that tangent at any point will give you the direction of the magnetic field in that particular area. So, what I am saying to or what I am describing here, magnetic field lines are actually the imaginary lines. It means you cannot see these lines and you can only assume that the tangent at any point will give you the direction of the magnetic field for that particular substance you have taken. So, magnetic field lines are imaginary lines such that tangent at any point will give you the direction of magnetic field. So, whenever you will draw any tangent there, you will get the direction of the magnetic field there. Now, the magnetic field lines are also known as the magnetic lines of force. So, I can also say that these lines are known as magnetic lines of force. So, if I am taking any bar magnet, so what we are taking here, we are taking a bar magnet here. Bar magnet is having a North Pole and South Pole. This is a bar magnet we have. It consists of North Pole and South Pole, and if I am going to draw the magnetic field lines in case of the bar magnet, what I will get here, I can get here the magnetic lines like this. So, this will be our lines in case of the bar magnet, you can say, and we are getting the imaginary lines here. Now, these lines will going to start from the north pole and they are ending at the south pole here. So I can see that these lines will start from north pole. This is going to start from north pole and these lines are basically going to end at the south pole, ending at the south pole. So this is the thing about the bar magnet we have. So magnetic field lines जो हैं, these are actually the imaginary lines and we are calling them the magnetic lines of the force. So what will be their direction? They are starting from north. So we can see that the direction will be like this. So this will be the direction of our magnetic lines of force in case of the bar magnet we have. So what I am assuming here, this is our bar magnet. So this is simply the magnetic lines of force in case of the bar magnet we have, and we can see that these are the imaginary lines which are going to start from the north pole and they are going to end at the south pole we have. And we are also calling them as the magnetic lines of force also. Now, magnetic lines of force, the tangent at any point will always give you the direction of the magnetic field here. But what will happen here, we have few properties here. You can see that the magnetic lines are never crossing each other. If they cross each other, you will not get the exact direction of the magnetic field there. So one of the property of the magnetic field is that we are having properties of magnetic line of force. So the first property I have is that the magnetic lines of force do not cross each other. It means magnetic force lines never intersect with each other. So the magnetic lines is not going to intersect with each other and you will also get the magnetic lines of the force in a curved manner. You are always get a curve there. So these are actually the lines of curves we have. Lines are curve, and the one property we have discussed here that it will going to start from the north pole and they are going to end at the south pole. So this is one more property we have, that the magnetic lines of force will going to start from the north pole and they are going to end at the south pole of a magnet. So the third property is similar that we have. It starts from north pole and ends at south pole. So this is the third property we have regarding the magnetic lines of the force we have. So now the next property is there. You can see that you have seen that the magnetic lines of force are widely spread here. You can see that they are very closer to each other at the poles, and in case of the outer area you can see that these lines are very far away from each other. So where will be the converging of the lines take place? They are converging at the poles here. So it means at the poles they are very close to each other, and on the remaining part of the magnet you can see that these lines are very far away from each other. So these are the few of the properties of magnetic lines of the force we have. Now let us see that how the magnetic lines of the force will occur in case of variety of the magnets we have. So we are discussing about the magnetic field lines in case of horseshoe magnet. So we have next topic about magnetic field lines. So firstly, what we are seeing here, we can see the magnetic field lines in case of the bar magnet we have seen. So let's redraw the bar magnet first. So firstly, I am taking bar magnet again. In case of the bar magnet, how we can draw the magnetic field lines? Here we have taken a bar magnet. This is our north pole, this is our south pole, and I am drawing the lines like this. So this is the case of bar magnet I have. So these are the lines I am getting in the previous section we have seen, and this will be the direction of magnetic field here. This is from north to south. So these are the leaving ends and these are the entering ends here. So this is the magnetic field we have in case of the bar magnet as we have seen. The lines will emerge from the north pole and they are going to end themselves in the south pole. Now what will happen in the second case? In the second case, I am considering the horseshoe magnet. What is the name of the magnet? We have horseshoe magnet. First is our bar magnet and second we are seeing the field lines in case of the horseshoe magnet. So the horseshoe magnet can be drawn like this. This is our horseshoe magnet. This is again our north pole and this is our south pole. Now I can draw the magnetic field lines of this horseshoe magnet like this. It will also going to emerge from north to south. It is from north to south. Again, these are our leaving ends and this will be our entering ends here. So I can mark the direction of the magnetic fields leaving ends and this is our entering ends. So this is the magnetic field in case of the horseshoe magnet we have. This is our bar magnet and this is our horseshoe magnet. Now thirdly, I can draw the magnetic field lines in case of the magnetic poles that are of the opposite direction. It means magnets with dissimilar poles. So in case of the magnets with dissimilar poles, if I am going to draw the magnetic field lines, what I have to do? I have to take a magnet like this. This is the north pole and this is the another magnet having a south pole. So this will be our north pole and this will be our south pole because we are taking the magnets with dissimilar poles here. So how will you get the magnetic field lines here? I will get the magnetic field lines in this manner, extending from north to south. So this is the magnetic field lines in case of the opposite poles we have and it will extend from north to south. So this will be our magnetic field lines in case of the opposite poles we have. Now the fourth will be magnets with similar poles. Now what will happen in case of the magnets with similar poles? Let's see here. I am drawing a magnet which is having a similar poles. So if magnet is having a similar poles, it can be drawn like this. This is our north pole and again having north pole because we are taking the similar poles here. Then how will be the lines extend in this case? In this case, you can see that the magnetic field lines will be drawn like this. This is from this part and this is from this part we have. We can get the separate lines in this case. So the direction of the field will be like this. So this is the magnetic field in case of the similar poles. This is in the case of dissimilar poles, and this is the horseshoe magnet, and this is the bar magnet we have. So this is how you can draw the magnetic lines of force in all these cases. So in our today's lecture, we have seen about the magnetic lines of the force. In our next lecture, we will deal about the Earth's magnetism and how the concept of magnetism has been arised. That is about the Oersted experiment. We will discuss in our next lecture. Thank you so much and have a nice day.